Hey guys, can you all hear me okay? Okay. Obviously, tough finish to a tough weekend. Really proud of the fight that we showed late. Louisiana Tech's a really good club. You know, they're a really older team, I think 6 seniors and a junior in the offensive lineup. Physical group playing, you know, their 10 runs, 4 of the 10 were guys that we put on base with walks or HBPs before they hit home runs. And, you know, and then we just couldn't do enough offensively. You know, we got some big hits, but we didn't string together enough hits. And when you're playing a really, really good team or a regional host, your margin for error is slim, and you can't give them the thing of sports is typically only one team gets to win their last game if you're in the postseason. So I hated to finish on this note, but really proud of our group of older kids and proud of this team.
Hey, Coach. Sorry you kind of dropped out for a bit there. So if you address this, my apologies. One of your qualms over the past couple of days was the effort on the team, and that effort seemed to be there today. But what do you have? But not just today. What do you have to say about the effort of this team all season, especially given all the injuries and the problems you guys have faced?
Yeah, Joey, you know, they're college kids and they're not perfect, and I've bragged on them a lot, and I will again. I'm really proud of the environment we have, the culture, the types of kids. We have great kids from great families. They really like each other. They really like to play. They're generally, you know, pretty competitive. And I think anytime you have a group of college kids, you're going to have some ups and downs and some lulls. You know, they're not robots. There's all kinds of distractions and immaturity and stuff. But man, we got great kids, and I feel like, generally speaking, and they're not perfect, but this group gave us everything they had. You know, and you're right, we had more than our share of adversity, and you know, the wrong guys being hurt, and had a lot of inexperienced players playing, and we were asking some guys to do some things that maybe they weren't quite ready to do or equipped to do, and play some different positions and pitch in some different roles than maybe they were ready for. And they stayed together. They stayed together. They gave us everything they had. When things didn't go well, they didn't make excuses and point fingers. And you know, I'm certainly hopeful. You know, that I can't exactly bottle that up, but really hopeful that all the kids that are back next year can bring those intangibles, you know, back into the locker room next year, and that we can, you know, continue to move our program forward based on those intangibles.
Yeah, Coach Bo, you kind of mentioned it right there. You know, you had such a young team this year, really, and you know, a lot of COVID freshmen as well. But what does a run like this in an NCAA regional kind of do for the trajectory of your program?
Well, when you're in the recruiting process and you're talking about going to Omaha, you know, to get to Omaha, you got to get in regionals, and you got to get in regionals before you win them. And it just shows that we're a lot closer. And, you know, today's game, La Tech had 6 seniors in their lineup, and we had, you know, 7 freshmen or COVID freshmen. And we do everything we can to speed up their growth and their development. There's some things that kids just have to experience for themselves. You know, they've got to have failure. They've, you know, individually and collectively. And, you know, we're getting better every year, and it hasn't been as fast as we'd all like, but we've won more games every year. And, you know, we finally got into a regional, and certainly, you know, the hope and the expectation for next year is that we win even more games and get even further. So, you know, I'm proud that we got here. I think I'll appreciate it a little bit more, really think about is trying to make us better, and going out and recruiting and just continuing to build our pitching depth, and continuing, you know, to grow our team offensively, because those are the 2 areas that obviously we've got to take a step forward if we want Sunday next year.